there's a new video on YouTube that shows a woman with a hidden camera, a Syrian woman to be exact, traveling to a part of Syria that has been taken over by ISIS. And she is filming undercover to show people exactly what is going on behind the scenes. Now, this was filmed in February and April of this year, and it was aired on France 2. Let's take a quick look at the first video.
La personne qui filme clandestinement au péril de sa vie est une femme. Vêtue d'un niqab obligatoire, elle déambule dans la ville de Raqqa où les djihadistes font régner leur loi depuis mars dernier. Partout, des hommes en armes. Parfois, même des femmes. Niqab et kalachnikov. Celle-ci se rend au jardin d'enfants. Tout à coup, la femme qui porte la caméra cachée se fait interpeller par un homme qui l'aperçoit au loin.
Hé, viens par là. Tu dois mieux te comporter quand tu es en public.
Pourquoi?
On voit ton visage.
C'est vrai, je suis vraiment désolée. Mon niqab doit être un peu transparent, je suis désolée.
Tu dois faire attention en te couvrant. Dieu aime les femmes couvertes.
Entendu, d'accord.
Niqab, prière forcée, pas de musique, pas de divertissement. Ce diktat.
Wow.
How do you keep a country happy when you don't let them have fun? I mean, how do they not just...
love of God, that's all the entertainment you need.
Oh, that's unbelievable. I know that Al-Qaeda, I mean, the Taliban's like that too. They wouldn't, at checkpoints, they would have cassette players like hung up, like, you know, like they hung them or something. And that is so weird. Music, entertainment, what is...
It's a form of control, intimidation.
Yeah.
I mean, it's incredible to me that you have Westerners going to Syria to join ISIS, considering what their beliefs are and how they persecute anyone who goes against their religious beliefs, even a little bit. By the way, I mean, you can see the woman who's carrying the hidden camera a little bit. You see that she's completely covered. There's only like a little slit where her eyes are, and she gets stopped. By the way, if I'm carrying a hidden camera and some member of ISIS pulls over and says that I'm not dressed appropriately enough, I'm gonna lose it. Like, yeah. She handled that so well. I don't think that I would be able to hide what I was feeling. I would be scared for my life, right?
Yeah.
But what's amazing to me is, really, that little slit was too revealing for you? Like, did her eyelashes make you hard? Like, is that what you were concerned about?
And they saw her from like 20, 30 yards away.
It's
she had to
amazing.
walk over to them.
It's amazing to me,
yeah.
right? So, look, of course, the other thing to address is the fact that everyone's armed, including women. What do you guys think about that?
How wild was that to see that mother walking to a playground with an AK-47 over her shoulder, and then some... I don't know.
Yeah. Well,
what is that about?
Isn't that what gun rights advocates want?
Yeah, that's an open carry.
They probably
would
like
love
got
that.
excited watching that video.
What does she have that for? Is that so she could fight Assad people if they come to the playground? I mean, why are they all walking around?
It could be that it just shows that you are, you know, prepared,
ISIS?
you're taking the situation seriously or something like that.
Wow.
It kind of reminds me a little bit of my time in Israel, in Tel Aviv. You would see most people, women included, walking around with assault rifles on their back. Yeah, it's extremely common in Tel Aviv. Down by the beach, people who were dressed otherwise like they were just going to the beach would have an assault rifle on their back because many of them are off-duty military members. But yeah, if you walk around that place and you see the no music, they have their kid, they're all covered up. Like, you have to acknowledge that you've failed as a society, and they would say that they failed because some people are showing their eyes or something, but they're so clearly wrong.
Right. Now, there is a second part of the video that I want to show you guys, and I think this one is probably the most interesting. Now, as you know, ISIS has been extremely successful in recruiting Westerners, and they've done so through social media. They've done so through the promise of relationships. Some of these ISIS fighters actually had their own wives travel to Iraq or Syria to be with them while this takes place. And so some of the women who actually left France are found in an internet cafe, and hear what they have to say about why they basically went to Syria.
Un club internet au cœur de Raqqa.
Non, ça fait longtemps. Dis pourquoi je suis venue sur Facebook. Ah oui, pour parler.
Devant chaque ordinateur, des femmes conversent en français parfait.
Ouais, tu me vois bien, tu disais,
Toutes dialoguent avec leurs proches en France.
Je ne peux pas revenir, Nima. Moi, je me dis qu'à je
mais pourquoi il n'y a personne qui veut venir?
Il ne faut pas qu'elle se mette dans la tête que je vais revenir parce que je ne vais pas revenir. J'ai pas pris le risque de venir ici pour revenir en France. Je ne reviendrai pas en France. J'ai pas envie de revenir parce que je suis bien ici.
Parfois, de l'autre côté de l'écran, des familles éplorées, elles ne comprennent pas le choix radical de leur fille.
Je te dis, ça sert à rien de pleurer ou d'avoir peur ou quoi. Ce que tu vois à la télé, c'est faux. T'as compris? Remarque ce que
Là,
tu
je reviens dans 5 minutes. Je vais vite aller là-bas, je dis pas après, c'est bon?
Ils exagèrent tout à la
Je
télé.
reviens, hein.
Oh, ils exagèrent tout.
Je coupe la vidéo.
Wow. Wow.
Exaggerated. Okay,
My
if
jaw's
they're
on the floor.
exaggerating so much, then take that off and walk around like a free woman. No,
Well,
you
but
can't do that.
What's interesting is France did fairly recently pass laws against women wearing headdresses in public, and I was against that because even though, I mean, if I were in their shoes, I wouldn't want to wear a headdress, right? But it should be up to you as to whether or not you wear it. And a lot of Muslims did feel disenfranchised as a result of those types of laws and those types of policies, right? Because it is their religious freedom. So yes, you can make the argument that some women have been brainwashed into thinking that's the proper way to behave and that's the proper way to dress in public. But nonetheless, it's their decision as to whether or not they do that, okay? So you shouldn't pass laws that ban headdresses.
I mean, they passed a headdress law before they passed an anti-fanny pack law. I mean,
That's
come on.
a really good point. I never
Let's
really
do. How
thought
about we
that.
outlaw?
Which really makes you look ridiculous.
That's right. How about we outlaw the pants underneath the underwear? How about that with the thing and the kids with the pointing and the too much bass and the I find the bass and the music with the kids today
Ban all music.
much
That's what
too-
I say.
I mean, compared to the treble, much too
exactly.
much.
We need more treble.
Oh my God, I'm gonna die.
You know, they were saying that was in Raqqa. That's one of the places, by the way, that the U.S. has been bombing. So
Yeah.
God knows, you know, if that city square looks
So
like it
maybe we
does.
bomb some sense into her.
I'm sure
Probably
she's
not.
changed her mind
Maybe we
about the United States
Since we
now that
bombed-
we've done some airstrikes.
Yeah, we
If
probably
she
dropped.
she took a risk.
I think we dropped a couple of those pro-women bombs on Raqqa, right?
That's true.
And by the
Rationality bombs.
yeah, and by the way, you know who's loving the attention from this is Mo Raqqa. He's getting a lot of news right now, so his career is going through his Q factor going way up. He can his quote will be higher next year. Believe me.
Nice.
All right, just to give you guys some numbers, some 150 French women are now living alongside ISIS militants in northern Syria, having traveled there as jihadi brides to the extremists. So that's part of the reason why they make the decision to leave a country like France to go to a place like Syria, where there's obviously a significant amount of
So
unrest.
these are the I can't say that. So these are the same. Wow, these are the same women who want to send Charlie Manson proposals, right? These are those women they want to marry the guys on death row. These are women. There's something wrong with them, right? Is that wrong for me to say that?
I think that probably plays a role, but I think it goes further than that. Again, I think that they're angry, and I feel like they're frustrated with Western foreign policy toward the Middle East. I think that that's probably playing a role into it as well. I mean, I think it goes beyond people or women who are into bad boys. I think simplifying the issue like that really neglects the bigger problem that we have with our policies toward the Middle East.
And finally, incredibly brave of her, obviously, to do this, to be willing to wear that. I mean, if they had discovered it somehow, it would have been extremely bad for her.
That's just crazy. I'm so glad she did that. That's real reporting.
Yeah, the first thing that you do if you're confronted by an ISIS militant is agree that you're not modest enough, even though the only thing showing is your eye. Yeah, jeez.